So last night I received a question, a very, very common question. Nino, you should make a tool that helps you reduce skin shine. And I had to say, we already did. we already did. And we've talked about this before, but we're going to go over it again because it may not be an obvious function of NBP SKN. All right. So we've talked about it before real quick. Just bear with me. We're going to get to the demo in a second because it's really cool. But with SKN, the tone function, among the many things that it does, the core aspect of handling the different ranges, that is highlights, midtones, and shadows, is something we call HSB replacement. And that's very, very important because we are literally going to replace these ranges and whatever, tonalities are in there. We start with white, neutral, gray, and black, and then you replace them and you blend that replacing process. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's great for toning. We talked about that in recent videos and dozens of other videos. I use this thing all the time, but strictly as a skin shine remover. And I'm going to confidently say remover, and it's going to preserve texture. All right. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and run it. A couple of things before we do, actually. I'm going to hold down, I'm going to right click the little selection circle in the bottom left. I'm going to keep it on very loose right now. And there's a possibility that I may actually remove the mask and then paint in the areas that I want when I'm done. Because very bright areas will throw off the skin tone selection at times, and they may, you need them selected so we can get rid of them. So let's go ahead and run it and see what happens. Now in this shot, when we set this up, we wanted the models to be shiny. So it's a great example of what you can do to remove that shine, even though that was what we wanted on the shot. All right. So it's all run. Now we've talked about it before. All right. We talked about the HSB replacement process that we have down here. So for example, if we look at our highlights, this is our highlights mask. Okay. You can see there's pretty targeted in there. Okay. We can remove all that with this process. Let me show you what I mean. Let's look at our mask, the little eyeball here. We have some of the highlights are missing, so we will fix that. We can paint that in, but let me show you what I'm talking about. We have midtones, we have shadows, and we have highlights right here in the middle. Let's go to highlights. Brightness. This isn't curves. This isn't levels. This isn't any type of thing. It is literally a replacement. Right now we have white there. If we take it down, highlights are gone. Now, again, those little bright areas that are still missing, let's zoom in. That's easy. We come here to the mask, and again, we don't even have to necessarily run it on everything. Look at that. Paint in white. We remove all of this. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, okay, we're getting rid of it, but we're replacing it with that gray tone. What's that about? We don't want that. Let's darken it even more, rather replace it even more. As you can see, off, on, off, on. You could manually fix this, but we have the tools right here. Increase the saturation a little bit. Maybe a little more. A little pink. Make it more. There we go. Make it a little more yellow. From there to there. Now, we can tailor this to be just right. We don't want to completely get rid of shine, but I want to show you all the texture that's in there, right? Off, on. Okay, now we can take that brightness up just a bit. We can also do opacity, but let's take the brightness up just a hair. From this to this. Okay, and again, this is our saturation control to compensate for that graying. So if it's graying, that's a tough word to say, graying, okay? And then we can choose if we want it pinker or yellower, depending on the skin tone we're working with. But as you can see, all the texture is still there. And then in my opinion, when you do this kind of, highlight removal, you should zoom out, see the forest for the trees, and determine, do we want to remove it completely like that? Or do we want to bring back some of it to have a little bit of reality? But nonetheless, we went from this to this. So another way you can do it, like I said, let's go ahead and just kind of reset this. All right, I'm just going to run it arbitrarily. Let's say the mission is just to remove skin shine. We don't care what the mask is doing. There's a couple of things we can do. We can let it run the mask, or I can put it on subject only, or, if that's something simpler for you. But go ahead and run it again. I like to set things up no matter what process I'm doing, whether it's a panel or not. Sometimes I like to set it up maximum and then blend it in as needed, right? So here is another option for you. We can come in here and immediately click this button on the bottom right, erase mask. Now it's completely erased, okay? And then we can take our highlights. We know we want it gone, okay? We'll worry about the color and saturation. We'll blend it in as we need. But now on the mask, when you paint it in manually, let's say you do a 10% flow on your brush painting white on the mask of SKN. Then you can come in here and reduce the shine using the power of HSB Replace not arbitrarily darkening with curves or something like that. Okay, and while this is happening, as you're blending it in when you need it, you can take that saturation up to help meld it in a little bit better. There you go. And you can do this anywhere, not just on a face, obviously. Anywhere where there's a specular highlight that curves and other tools probably won't work. Boom, boom, you have this available to you. It's not a permanent change. It's not frequency separation. It's literally HSB Replace. Now, to give you a demo of what I mean by it's HSB Replace, I'm going to break SKN real quick and go into its core system here, which is just layers. Okay, so if I go into the highlight color, as you can see what the highlight color is based on the selection. If I were to make it pure black, as you can see, this is what I mean by HSB Replace. We're not darkening the existing pixels. We're swapping them out. Okay, and when you notice that the mask created, it accounts for the brightest highlights, and you can replace that. We're not worried about darkening white. That's basically impossible. If we reduce white, it tends to turn gray. So what we're doing is we're replacing it with these parameters here. Now, I don't recommend you go into the SKN folder here and start messing with these, because you could start disconnecting some of the metadata to the panel. Don't recommend that. But I want to give you a demo of that. Now I want to show you once again, because when I showed my student this, they were pretty blown away. We're going to go real close to that forehead, which is what? Our common shine area that people want to fix. Yeah, frequency separation can reduce a reasonable problem. Other methods can kind of, downplay a reasonable problem. But when you have a significant problem, let's go ahead and just absolutely replace. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete the mask, go to the highlights, bring it all the way down. And then I'm going to paint in with like a 20% flow. Okay, and then I'm going to colorize it, make it a little more yellow, just because this is what this shot needs. Who knows what your shot will need, right? Okay, paint that in, zoom out, work on the cheek. Okay, add a little more color as needed. There we go. And again, I do recommend not going all the way down, something like that. Boop, boop. As you can see, we went from this to this. Dial in the exact look that you want, guys. I don't recommend completely removing it. In some cases, you may want to. I recommend reducing it significantly. That makes a big difference. For example, even that from there to there is a significant reduction, and then you can continue playing from there. Now, another thing too, real quick before I go, if you go in and you're doing this and you're erasing, if you will, I'm going to make it pretty strong. You're erasing all of your existing blown out highlights. Okay, you can also come back in here with the highlight range tool and bring in more actual natural highlights that might flow a little bit better with your image. Okay, maybe you have to just kind of find your balance. And that helps shaping whenever you lose the shape, right? So again, when you do that shine reduction, you might lose a lot of shaping, and you can bring it back with SKN tools. So right there, like I said, guys, should I create a panel or a tool to remove skin shine? Like I said, we already did. It's here. It's just kind of an after effect of SKN's toning function, which is, again, that wonderful, wonderful HSB replacement. Trust me, it's worth it alone if skin shine is an issue for you.